yes, I would definitely press that button if it existed. Kamusta ulit mga kaibigan? Si Boy Duty here, back at it again with another video. And yes, today we are gonna talk about a topic, alright? It's something I haven't really done before. It's a discussion video, not really a rant, not really a vlog, rather just a fun little question for you guys. Imagine a button appeared in front of you, and what happens if you press this button is the button will magically sell all your cars in your collection for the same amount of money you've paid them for. So for example, my collection at the start of this year, where I haven't really sold any cars yet, I had like 2,300 cars, and at that point of time, I roughly estimate I probably spent my collection is probably worth like 15k, 16k, around that range. Honestly, I have no idea. Maybe it's too much, maybe too little, but honestly, I think that's the amount of money I spent on my collection, and it's crazy. These past few months, I've sold a couple of cars, but yeah, if I press the button, all these thousands of cars will disappear, and then I will have magically $15,000 in my bank account. And yes, at this point of time, seriously guys, I would much rather have $15,000 in my bank account than a couple of cars that I can't really do anything with. Like honestly, I would rather spend the $15,000 on things that I need, and maybe buy back some of the cars that I sold, like some cars that I really like. Like for those who don't know, I plan to have like maybe 500, less than 1,000 cars by the end of this year, cause yeah, at this point of time it's just too much. But yes, how about you guys? Would you press the button now? Like really think about it. You've spent so much effort hunting down these cars and cherishing them and admiring them, but if the button appeared where you could simply sell all of these cars for 100% of the money you spent, will you do it? I know some of you might say no, because you know, like, oh, like, you love your cars, you spent lots of time hunting them down, having to negotiate with people, looking for it at your Walmart bags. Yeah, I understand, but you think about it realistically, alright, we're gonna be a little bit Albert E right here. Selling off cars is a pain in the ass. So these past few months, by the way, I know some of you guys have been buying cars from me, for my fellow Singaporean collectors lah. Thank you so much for helping me out. You guys buy cars from me for helping me clear my collection, and it's really appreciated. I think it's good. But having to set up the meetup deal, I mean, obviously I'm not meeting up because of the COVID situation. Having to set up the meetup, or having to pack the cars, having to settle the deal, having to negotiate. By the way, I'm not putting on negotiations, don't worry about that. But I'm just saying it's really troublesome to set up all this deal, having to sell these cars individually. And before I can even sell off the cars, I need to come up with a price that's fair for both me and the buyer. Like for me, maybe this McLaren P1 Hot Wheels car right here, which you guys can see, to me, I feel like I should sell it for around 12 Singapore dollars, but to a buyer, it might only be worth 8 Singapore dollars, just for example, you know. And that's one of the really toughest part of selling off my collection, and that's why I haven't really sold as much as I wanted to these past few months. And I think that's because the prices I probably gave these cars are too steep. So yeah, that's the hard part of selling all these cars from my collection, and it's a headache. Which brings us back to the topic of this video, the button. If I had a button, I would press it, man. I would definitely press it. Like if I could, it's like a button that makes all your worries disappear in an instant. Like, just realistically speaking, I know some of you might think like, oh, but Drifter, you know, like how about the cars that you love, like your Dura 2s and your Mustangs? Of course, it would be sad that they'll disappear. Like, imagine if they disappeared. But as you guys know, recently I've been having like this thought process of like sort of quitting. That's not really quitting the collection, because as much as I want to get rid of as many cars as possible, I'm still keeping an eye on the latest releases by Hot Wheels, by whatever diecast manufacturers. But for the most part, I really want to declutter my room. It's just full of Hot Wheels cars. As I'm growing up, I need the money for something else, guys. I think I made another video for that, talking about money, but I don't know, it's just a really long video. I ended up not making it. But holy crap, basically, if you're a rookie collector, it's cool. I still remember when I was still a rookie collector, I enjoyed buying the Hot Wheels cars. Like, I saved up, I scraped up all the money I could, save up the money just to buy that 1 or 2 Hot Wheels car that I really wanted. But now, because I'm older, you know, I have the YouTube money, I have my army money, I can save up my money. I end up spending lots of money on Hot Wheels cars and end up not cherishing them. And that's what happened to me. I ended up with a shit ton of Hot Wheels cars in my collections, which I guess I can't really appreciate. So this is just a tip for rookie collectors out there, you know. If you guys, some of you rich buggers out there might come from a rich family, which is cool. If you come from a rich family, that's cool. If your parents will spoil you and help let you buy the cars that you want willingly, that's cool. But I'm just saying, I'm not necessarily rich, you know, guys. Like all these Hot Wheels cars you see in my background are through my hard work, through my part-time jobs, through YouTube. So honestly, at first I cherished them, but they just got to a point where there's just too many cars in my collection. So yeah, it's just a funny little thing I've been thinking recently. I've been really happy that I've been able to get back a lot of money back into my bank account selling off the Hot Wheels cars. But yeah, you know, I just wish there was a magic button out there where I could, you know, instantly sell all these cars and get back the money I got them from. I've always thought of doing like a bidding, right? Like I wish I could find some rich Singaporean out there who is willing to buy my entire collection in bulk order. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll meet some rich friend or rich guy who's willing to buy my entire collection for 15k, which is roughly the same, which is roughly the amount of money I spent on my collection. So yeah, what you guys think? Tell me in the comments below. Realistically, just pretend, imagination, would you press the button? I know most of your intuitions would be to not press it because you think like, oh, it's stupid, I've been collecting for years, why would I want to sell it instantly? But here's my question for you guys. What's your end goal for collecting these cars? Like, you're buying all these cars, adding it to your collection, but in the end of your day or in the end of your life, what are you planning to do with it? Are you planning to sell it in the future, or pass it to your grandchildren, or donate it to a museum? For me, honestly, my for me was to actually, you know what, after this video I'm gonna do a video on that, but just think about that, you know. So yeah, will you guys press the button? Tell me in the comments below. Anyways, that's it guys for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe at home, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.